Portland will be the 18th team in Major League Soccer.
It's the City of Portland's championship.
It is great to be home.
Sports Sunday with Orlando Sanchez, sponsored by 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Oh man, one picture can define the day. That's Baylor's Jalen Bridges in the thick of an emotional day. The madness continues. Upsets galore at the dance. And you know we've got to talk about this guy. Mascot aficionado Art Edwards. To let him know how he feels about that dude.
Whoo!
Wow. What is good, everyone? Welcome to Sports Sunday. My name is Orlando, alongside the one and only Art Edwards. How are you doing this Sunday?
Nervous after seeing that guy.
I saw you flinch a little bit. It's going to be all right, man.
Oh, thanks.
Well, the Trailblazers' struggles continue. They haven't beaten a team with a winning record since February 1st. We call that foreshadowing. The Clippers at the Moda Center. There's the legend, Red Panda, providing the halftime entertainment. Never gets old, man.
Never.
Yusuf Nurkic, big night. 23 points, 11 boards, 5 assists.
Yeah.
Well, Damian Lillard chipped in with 21, 9 assists, 7 boards. Look at that, beating Kawhi Leonard off the bounce there.
Yeah.
They put up a fight despite the 3-ball not falling. But the Clippers never trailed. Kawhi Leonard, Paul George combined for 53 points. LA gets the W, 117-102. It's the Blazers' 6th straight loss, falling to 31-40 on the season. So here's a look at the standings. The Blazers have the 3rd worst record in the West, 6th worst in the entire league. Technically, they haven't been eliminated from postseason contention, but the writing is on the wall. There are 11 games left this season for the Blazers, and they've got the 6th best odds in the NBA draft lottery. So, Art, how are you feeling about the current state of the team?
Well, they need a lot of help. I mean, we knew that going into the season.
Yeah.
We've seen it even more as the season has gone on. They need more size. They need a few other things. So this isn't really a huge surprise that they're struggling at this point.
Yeah, all the injuries have added up.
Yeah.
Defensively, they still haven't figured that out.
Right.
Something we thought maybe they would get right as the season went along. That hasn't happened.
No.
So my question to you now is it time to shut Damian Lillard down?
You know, that's a tough one because as a fan, you want to see him out there playing.
Right.
And you know he wants to play, but it sure would be awful if something happened, you know,
Right.
and he ended up injured. So I'm in between about it, you know. Part of me says yes, part of me says no.
I think that's a good way of putting it because, you know, fans spend their hard-earned money to go out and
Yes,
watch
they
these
do.
games. And Dame has acknowledged that before,
Yes.
saying, hey, I want to be there and I want to
Yes.
play. But he also, tonight, what I found interesting, telling reporters that, look, I get it. At some point, we're playing chess as he sees their playoff chances really slip away. So 11 games to go. At some point,
Gotta pull the plug, man.
yeah, time to start looking at the ping pong balls.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Rip City. Here's one way to take your mind off what's happening on the court. This is Douglas Furr, a long-lost relative of the Trailblazers' 80s Bigfoot mascot. He'll team up with Blaze the Trail Cat at home games. Reaction to Dougie has been mixed.
Yeah.
So we got to turn to the expert here. Art, what do you think?
Not my favorite mascot.
Oh, yeah.
No, you know what? The face is scary.
Yeah.
It's going to be scaring a lot of people. Now, if you're scaring opposing fans, that's fine.
Yeah, that works.
But I don't know.
I know, when he made his debut, that was kind of cool, seeing him dump the
dump
popcorn,
the popcorn on the Knick
fan.
guy. Yeah, I like that.
So
And,
if he's
you know,
mischievous and kind of ornery like
messing
that.
with the hair of one of the, one of the security guys
Yeah.
who had long hair, I thought, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I heard a lot of fans saying, oh, he's kind of creepy. I don't like the way the face looked. But I will say, he came by the station the other day.
Oh.
And I got to say, he was pretty funny. I
Okay.
enjoyed him. He made me laugh a lot.
All right.
So maybe you
Redeem
get to know
himself.
him a little bit, Art. You might like him after that.
Maybe.
Let me just say, he's really tall. So, maybe
Can the
play a little
Blazers
ball.
sign him?
Yeah, maybe, man.
They need size.
March Madness aren't living up to its billing. Down to the Sweet 16 for the men, and there were a couple of surprises.
Oh, yeah.
Gonzaga had a fight with TCU. Bulldogs didn't lead until the second half and had to hang on to get the dub. 84-81 over the Horned Frogs. 8th straight time the Bulldogs have advanced to the Sweet 16. Gonzaga plays UCLA next.
And in one of the upsets of the day, 7-seed Michigan State took care of 2-seed Marquette. Spartans win at 69-60. Michigan State, the only Big Ten team to advance to the Sweet 16. They had 8 in the dance. They'll play Kansas State.
The 6th-seeded Creighton Blue Jays also advance. The Blue Jays beat 3-seed Baylor 85-76. Creighton will play the 15-seed Princeton. The Cinderellas at the dance.
Man, yes. Hey, after being sick for about a week, Cameron Brink on the court for Stanford. You see her there during the game. But the Cardinal trailed Ole Miss by as many as 13 points in this game. Brink trying to will them to victory. She had a double-double, 20 points, 13 rebounds, and also chipped in with 7 blocks. Stanford was able to tie it in the final minute, but they made too many mistakes down the stretch. Ole Miss wins it 54-49. Stanford never led in this one. They are just the 5th #1 seed ever to not make it to the Sweet 16 in the women's NCAA tournament.
What you're saying is that's a pretty big upset.
Yes, it is.
All right, well, Art, it was years in the making. The Portland Pilots got the chance to dance. The program's first NCAA tournament appearance since 1997. But their season came to an end last night, knocked out by the 5-seed Oklahoma 85-63. They struggled from 3 and got punished on the boards. Alex Fowler, the program's all-time leading scorer, paced the Pilots with 18 points and 7 boards. And what could be her final game? She'll have a decision to make, and there's a chance all 5 starters could come back next year. 23 wins, WCC champs, and a trip to the tourney. What a run.
I've had an amazing experience. This whole 4 years has been a great journey. I've loved every minute of it, and you know, things happen, it's March. Ups and downs for everyone, but I'm super proud of my team, my coaching staff, UP, everyone. It's been a fun year.
Oh, you can just feel the emotion in her voice there. All right, we've got basketball in Eugene. Second round of the NIT, Oregon Ducks' first ever meeting with Central Florida. The Ducks flexing like the top seed. Check out freshman Kalel Ware. That is the highlight of the night. All right, we need a replay. Look out below. I mean, that man's got a family. But the star of the show, Nathan Biddle, the sophomore out of Crater High, dropped a career-high 21 points, 13 boards. The Ducks cruise to a 68-54 victory over UCF, advancing to round 3 of the NIT. They'll host number 2 Wisconsin on Tuesday. Now, future Oregon Duck Jackson Shelstad adding another accolade to the resume. For the 2nd straight year, the Westland senior was named the Gatorade Player of the Year for the state of Oregon. Shelstad averaged 28 points per game, leading the Lions to the state championship game. Before he heads to Eugene, he'll play for Team USA in next month's Nike Hoop Summit. How you doing, Art?
I'm doing all right.
Okay, well, we've got much more Sports Sunday still to come. The Seahawks pull out the checkbook in free agency. Producer Craig, come on, man. Do people even use checkbooks anymore? Who's coming to Seattle to help them out? Plus, big name returns to the coaching ranks in Oregon. We'll tell you about Keenan Lowe's new job. You know, we've got off-season drama in the NFL. Following his dark retreat, Aaron Rodgers says he wants to be a New York Jet.
What?
What happens in a dark retreat, Art?
Oh, no.
Because no one ever says, I want to be a New York Jet.
I don't think so.
Oh, man. Well, the Seattle Seahawks making some early moves in free agency to help bolster the defense. The big one, they signed former Bronco Draymond Jones. This is a guy they wanted during the Russell Wilson trade. They get him for 3 years and $51 million, solidifying things on the D-line. They also grabbed former Giants safety Julian Love on a 2-year, $16 million deal. The 24-year-old will help beef up the secondary. And remember, Jamal Adams might not be ready for the season.
Hey, Seattle also signed linebacker Devin Bush. He was the 10th overall pick back in 2019. He's going to help shore up the run D and potentially replace Cody Barton, who left for Washington, D.C.
You know we got more moves around the NFL.
Yes.
Former Oregon Duck Marcus Mariota has a new home. The Eagles are signing Mariota to a one-year deal worth $5 million. He'll be Philadelphia's backup behind Jalen Hurts. Former backup Gardner Minshew signed a free agent deal with Indianapolis where he'll compete for the starting job.
Yeah, former Wazoo guy. Hey, former Oregon State star Brandon Cooks reportedly has a new home. ESPN is saying that the Dallas Cowboys have traded for Cooks. The Texans get a 5th-round pick this year, 6th-round pick next year. Cooks, though, ties the record for the most traded player in the NFL.
That's crazy, man.
In history. 4th trade of his career ties him with Eric Dickerson for the all-time trade record.
It's always good to be wanted.
That's right.
Safety Jordan Poyer is re-signing with the Buffalo Bills on a reported 2-year deal. Poyer's from Astoria and an Oregon State Beaver.
Yeah.
He's 31, fresh off his first Pro Bowl. He said he nearly started crying when he returned to the Bills facility this week.
Nice.
And the Oregon Ducks held Pro Day on Tuesday, and cornerback Adrian Gonzalez showed that what he did at the NFL Combine wasn't a fluke. He's projected to be a 1st-round pick in the upcoming draft and could be a top 10 selection, arguably the top corner on the board. Gonzalez, 6'2", 200 pounds, chalked up 50 tackles, 4 interceptions with the Ducks last season. The draft kicks off April 27th in Kansas City. Always fun to watch a local
Get that much hype.
Man. All right, Art, some big news in the local high school coaching ranks. First up, Keenan Lowe back in Oregon. The former Duck star will take over the football program at Mountainside High. Lowe was the 5A Coach of the Year at Park Rose in 2019 and has jumped around the college ranks since then. Of course, he made national headlines when he prevented a school shooting at Park Rose. Lowe takes over for John Mannion, who resigned after leading Mountainside to an 8-1 regular season.
After 10 years on the bench, Blake Conley is stepping down as the head coach at Union High School. His goal is to spend more time with his family. He's going to keep his day job as an English teacher. Godley led the Titans to 8 straight trips to the state tournament in Tacoma.
Quite an impressive resume.
Oh, yeah.
Let's kick it. It ain't getting any easier for the Portland Timbers. Banged up, back-to-back losses, visiting a tough opponent this weekend. Welcome to Atlanta. The boys from the ATL, unbeaten in the early season, and this one spiraled out of control, serving up an L to the Timbers, 5-1. But Art, this Thiago Almeida goal,
That's something.
that is nasty. The Timbers were playing without 7 players, mostly due to an injury.
Yikes.
They've dropped 3 straight, falling to 1-3. Next up, the LA Galaxy Saturday at Providence Park. And the Portland Thorns unveiled their new kit for the 2023 season. Designed by Nike, the original black, red, and green crest is back, and the sleeves on the jersey decorated with roses and thorns that protect the crest. Portland opens the regular season March 26th at Providence Park. You feeling those, Art?
Yeah.
They're
why
different,
not?
right?
They're different.
Switching it up.
Cool.
All right, we'll be right back.
Trey Turner to left field and deep. Peralta back. It is gone! USA! What a swing! What a moment for Turner! World Baseball Classic Grand Slam.
Oh, yeah, that was Trey Turner with that grand slam to propel Team USA past Venezuela 9-7 in the World Baseball Classic to win. Put the U.S. in the semifinals of that event. Turner hit another home run today, and the U.S. beat Cuba in the semis to get to the final, and it's your Toyota Sunday Sizzle. Oregon State gymnast Jade Carey has gone back-to-back at the Pac-12 championships for the 2nd year in a row. The sophomore won the all-around title at the conference championships. She shared the title on the beam and the floor exercise during that day. The Beavers finished 4th as a team behind Utah, UCLA, and Cal. Now, Vancouver's Jordan Childs, she had her moments at the championships. She won the bars, tied Carey on the floor exercise, and finished tied for 2nd on the vault while representing UCLA.
Congratulations. Just 3 games to go before the playoffs for the Portland Winterhawks. But before thinking about the future, the team looked to its past last night. Oregon Hockey History Night. The Winterhawks honoring the 1983 Memorial Cup championship team inducting 4 men into the club's Hall of Fame as well. Randy Heath, Grant Sasser, Ken Yaremchuk, and Cam Neely. Adding icing on the cake, Neely had his number 21 jersey retired. He's the first player in franchise history to receive that honor. Neely is an all-time great, played in Portland from 1982 to 84 and went on to have a 13-year career in the NHL. 4-time All-Star, now current president of the Boston Bruins. His number 21, forever in the rafters. We'll be right back. Oh man, you gotta see this. So wrestling star Spencer Lee got pinned at the NCAA championships. He was going for his 4th straight NCAA title. Massive upset, but check out Lee's mom. Didn't take it well. Oh no. She just destroyed her glasses after her son lost. Lee had a 58-match win streak going when he took the L. Art, your thoughts on this, my man?
I can't believe she did. Maybe she thought her glasses were messed up and she didn't
she couldn't
see
believe
it,
what
right?
she saw, right?
I guess that's what it was, but
and the spike.
And the spike. I mean, my glasses were expensive. So,
I know. That's all I saw. I saw the dollar sign. I said, no, don't do it, not the glasses.
If she had done it at the end of the year, she could have used her flexible spending account.
See, take notes, folks. Art's got us all covered here. On that note, folks, good night.